With each day, the situation has gotten worse, and now the weather could become a problem as the forecast for the weekend does not look too good. This morning, the first oil oozed into the wetlands of Louisiana. Coast Guard boats patrolled the marshes to look for places where the oil has flowed in. The explosion of a drilling platform 40 miles off the coast more than a week ago had created a spill that is now 70 miles long and 130 miles wide. This afternoon, President Obama said that his administration was on top of the situation and had increased the efforts to fight the spill.
Approximately 1,900 federal response personnel are in the area and more than 300 response vessels and aircraft on the scene 24/7. We've also laid approximately 217,000 feet of protective boom.
For the weekend, the National Weather Forecast projects wind gusts of up to 30 miles per hour. This will complicate containment efforts as waves are expected to reach 6 to 7 feet and could surge over the protective booms.
We have a situation where we have a very large oil slick that is now approaching the delta on the east side of the river, and we are trying to prevent the contact of that slick with our wetland landscape. And we have high seas and high winds and pushing it toward the coast.
More than 200,000 gallons is spewing from the site of the well each day. The Louisiana coast comprises around 40% of the U.S. wetland area and is home to many birds and one of the country's most important fishing grounds. The government said today that it temporarily suspended the issuance of new drilling leases. Current drilling will continue.
I continue to believe that domestic oil production is an important part of our overall strategy for energy security. But I've always said it must be done responsibly for the safety of our workers and our environment.
Professor Steve Cohen of Columbia's Earth Institute thinks this could turn into the biggest oil catastrophe in U.S. history.
This is an ecological disaster, but it's also a wake-up call. It may just convince people that this strategy of just getting every last ounce of fossil fuel out of the ground is really not the best thing for the country.
Estimates range from about 2 weeks to several months. The problem is there has never been a situation like this before. Nobody has ever fixed a leak several thousand feet under the sea.